Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 44 of the New Japan Pro Wrestling series here on the channel and TEW 2020, as it is the Autumn Attack Tour, the fallout of Wrestle Dynasty show, which quite the show. We got the return of AJ Styles with the company. We have the new heavyweight champion, Kazuchika Okada, and so much more. As this Autumn Attack Tour is jam packed with some big time matches, though. And because it just seems like, since our Dominion run, really from Dominion onward, I feel like every big show we've ran has been massive, and this is no exception here. This is the card. Never mind, that's not the card. We need the updated card. Hold on here. Oh my god. Well, what a great start. As luckily it's not too different. Yeah, it's just we add the main event, which is AJ Styles versus Kazuchika Okada for the heavyweight title. We thought about pushing this back and having like a six-man, but with the Bucks beating Golden Ace at Wrestle Dynasty, felt like they should get the tag title shot here at Autumn Attack. So they're taking on the Order of Destruction, formerly known as the Disciples of Darkness, Calvin Tankman and Will Hobbs. The Order of Destruction looking to have a long reign here, looking to start off with a big win over the Young Bucks there. But the Young Bucks, obviously a team to not take lightly, and that should be a hell of a match. But as you see here, we have a 10-match card. That seems to be a bit of a go-to here for these big-time shows that we want to run. We bump it up to 10. But really, these top three matches could main event any other show in the world. It's because the Intercontinental title matchup, Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Shinsuke Nakamura in the co-main event, that should be an absolute banger, and I can't wait to see how that one plays out. Then Rey Fenix will take on Alex Shelley at this Autumn Attack show. Can Rey Fenix finally become the junior heavyweight champion, or Alex Shelley get another defense here for his during his reign here? Then for the G1 briefcase, as Takuya Nomura taking on Shotaro Ashino. So Ashino's in a great spot here as far as he had a pretty good G1, and he's in a spot where really he only lost to Takuya Nomura, and then he had the draw with Brody, and I think that's his only losses. So really, he's only going to put on the briefcase as far as maybe once, maybe twice, with depending on how Brody does, as far as if Brody's wanting to wanting to not defend his U.S. title, if that's the case, if he's still a U.S. champion by that point and looking to become a double champion and take on the heavyweight champion, and whether it's going to be Kazuchika Okada or AJ Styles, which, speaking of the U.S. title, Kota Ibushi taking on Brody Lee here. Of course, these two men, no strangers to each other in the series. As far as this was a main event after Brody won his New Japan Cup, and that was a Sakura Genesis main event. They've traded matches back and forth as far as wins against each other this year. Brody beat him during the New Japan Cup this year, and then Kota Ibushi just beat him during the G1, so a little trilogy here for 2022. And obviously this will be the fourth time in the series, though, at least as far as big-time singles matches. Will Kota Ibushi be the new United States champion, or will Brody Lee retain? And, of course, the Young Bucks versus the Order of Destruction, which we kind of talked about already. Then Kenta taking on Katsuyori Shibata for the Never Boy title. Kenta, as far as a former tag team champion, transitioning into back into a singles run. Obviously a former heavyweight champion in his own right. And he's had quite the run so far as being a part of Task Force Death, being a heavyweight champion and then the tag team champion, but might join the Never Boy title to his resume if he beats Katsuyori Shibata like he did during the G1, which is why this match is taking place. Junior heavyweight tag team title matchup as a blast-off of Jason Lee and Fuminori Abe taking on Daniel Makabe and Jonathan Gresham. I forgot to make the little gimmick here. Hey, oh, that's the next. There we go. Daniel Makabe, Jonathan Gresham, as this should be a banger of a matchup as well. Of course, former junior heavyweight champion Jason Lee, and Fuminori Abe has been doing very well for himself. Blast Off as a whole has done very well for themselves, and Daniel Makabe, of course, and Jonathan Gresham just became the junior tag team champions in our last episode, and of course they've had the belts. I think this was their second reign, might even be their third reign actually, as junior tag champs in the series, but looking to get their first defense of this reign here. And the Never Avoid six-man tag team title matchup, Liberty United, which will be Juice with the Super Iron Destroyers taking on LIJ of Tetsuya Naito, Shingo Takagi, and Bushi here. And then to kick off the show, a big ass 10-man tag between United Empire and Task Force Death. Task Force Death team Joe Doring, Eddie Kingston, Pac, Pentagon Jr., and Shota Umino. The United Empire team, Zack Sabre Jr., Katsuya Kitamura, Great O'Khan, Lee Moriarty, and Josh Alexander. Should be a banger of a matchup there. Obviously, with Zack being involved, that'll probably be a technical masterclass match. So Pac should do well in that match, and yeah, there's a lot of great stuff on this card. I'm not gonna lie. I think really as far as what's gonna be the worst match on this card, that's gonna be tough to really decide there because there's someone at least in like the top, I would say, probably the top 5 matches that's gonna do like a 90 plus rating or higher. Then Kent is gonna do like a 90 plus rating. Naito will do like a 90 plus rating in the LIJ Liberty United match. Zack and Pentagon or Zack and Pac rather should do fairly well for themselves in that match too. Should be a really, really good card. Hopefully, as long as we get there in one piece. It is a 9-show tour, and we have pre-booked 2 matches for each of those tour shows, so that should be a little easier for us. Without further ado here, let's get on with the show and get on with the tour. Keep it rolling here as the backstage incident. See what it is. It's Ryu Lee, and he's brought forward wrestler's court. Accused of forgetting to shake another worker's hand. I mean, we have like 100 people on the roster. That's going to happen as Tanahashi, the judge, found him guilty and sentenced him to buy drinks from the show. So I did get an updated picture pack. Funny enough, Clark Connors does not have an updated picture in that picture pack. The SAMP gifts that I think that's the picture pack I use for this. That's fine though. It's no big deal. But there are 2 matches here. Speaking of Clark Connors, he's teaming up with Shibata to take on Kenta and Shota Umino, and then also going to have a match that was scheduled in the beginning when I was getting the plans together for this Autumn Attack in the National Stadium show. We're going to have the Bucks and AJ take on Okada and the Chaotic Pitbulls, Ishii and Goto. But obviously, it just felt like this would be better on a tour show, and yeah, I think this should start off the show pretty well here as see where we're at. Yeah, looks like we're going back to Toyoshi General Gymnasium here for this show. Obviously a banger of a main event. AJ's going to get the win. He's going to be Goto. We'll see how AJ does. So, kind of interesting with this. Teaming here with the Bucks and AJ here. Obviously, they were part of Bullet Club at one point, and they were even as far as would do like as far as trio stuff in the States, like for either PWG or for even Chikara when they were part of the King of Trios at one point. Obviously, they are, I think now everybody kind of associates Omega with the Bucks now, but at one point in time, it was very much AJ and the Bucks as like one of the best, trios in the world. Not sure if we're going to call them like the Golden Elite. Not sure if we're going to call them the Elite or what we'll do. Right now, they're just going to be AJ and the Bucks, as AJ's going to beat Goto there, like we said. And then Shibata and Clark Connors taking on Task Force Death of Kenta Shota Umino, as Clark Connors is going to beat Shota Umino there. Given that 20 minutes, that's a lot of time. But with Kenta being involved in the match, I think it should deliver in a pretty big way. Yeah, we should probably... There we go. That's a lot better. We should probably get rid of the Texas Death in Lumberjack match as a default match, but that's for another time. As, let's go with, just kind of thinking ahead here, what we could do. As, yeah, I mean, it's tough because I know we have things, booked in advance, so I don't want to kind of build on what's going to happen at the Autumn Attack show. So, we'll probably think of other ways to get there as far as using guys that are not going to be on that final show. Maybe something like John Silver and Alex Reynolds taking on, Top Flight. There we go. I don't hate that. Actually, let's make it a 6-man. Let's go with juniors. Silver. We can even use Evil here if we don't want to use Black Taurus. And we'll use Flight Club. Top Flight, Yato Jr., Vegeta. Nice. Oh, yeah, we'll have Evil get the win here, as he's going to beat Darius Martin. Unfortunate. for Darius there, but should be okay. So yeah, I mean, we just need to steal a show match and then probably do 2 undercard matches, and we'll be good to go. As you know, honestly, I kind of want to see. I think it's be a pretty cool match. Pac and Pentagon Jr. against Alexander and Moriarty. Could have this on AEW if Josh Alexander works there in the future. But yeah, it should be a pretty fun little match. Have this be a steal the show match, and we'll pocket the win over Moriarty. Nice. Good stuff. Alright, so, really an undercard here. We'll have a singles here. You think about Fujinami, maybe. This, man, let's pop. It's great in Kanto, but everywhere else it won't be enough. Yeah, let's go with a tag. Let's go with Yano and Harada against Sugiura and Takeda. As well have Takeda get the win over Harada. We should probably actually have Tora Sugiura to try to help him out. Get him back in the right spot here as far as I'm trying to not really just momentum wise more than anything. Trying to think what else we can do here. As far as to who's to take on the, we'll probably go with Show and Yo. We'll go with Roppongi 3K. As they'll take on, yeah, we'll just go with Yano and Nakashima. Yo getting the win. Nice. Alright. Day 1. Let's run it. As a 51 to kick off the show, Show and Yo getting the win there. No surprise. So, yeah, gets a 51 to start off the show. 58 here for Sugiura and Takeda against Harada and Yano. So, yeah, I mean, right team wins there. And Sugiura gets the win at 9:49. 72 for Pac and Pentagon Jr. against Moriarty and Alexander. As Pac getting the win with the Shooting Star Senton in 13:05.81 there. Best guy in the match by far. Doing a lot of the heavy lifting. And that one is Pac. The 69 here for the 6-man of Dark Order and Flight Club, which probably should have been before that match we just had. It's Evil pinning Darius Martin with Everything is Evil. So he was the best guy in the match. Followed by Hayato Jr. Vegeta, then Silver, Dante. Darius Martin even did better than Alex Reynolds, so shout out that. But at least the color gave that a boost. 71 for the co-main as Shibata and Connors beating Kenta and Shota Umino as Clark Connors getting the win there in 1952, which they have excellent chemistry, Shibata and Connors. You know why we gave them the win, but also, too, they were the better team. Slightly, not by a lot. It's an 85, goddamn, for our main event here, thanks to Kazuchika Okada as AJ. Not bad, 73. Got a little bit to work with there. I don't mind that also. Styles Clash, though, onto Goto. Let's see if AJ maybe, he might be declining. Yeah, he is. I had a feeling that might be the case when we signed him. But maybe get him for a little bit of a run here, and we'll just kind of see what happens in the future. But hey, that's not a bad start. Not a bad day 1 show. On to day 2 we go. Alrighty, day 2, it's another backstage incident. No, it's a couple of them. Alright, so Satoshi Kojima passing on tips on microphone work to Hayato Tamura. And then Milano Collection AT passing on microphone work to Yasutaka Yano. Alrighty. So we have an 8-man, Liberty United, LIJ, and Lucha Brothers versus Kaiji D'Amato and Alex Shelley there. Obviously, we're going to have Phoenix get a win over Shelley to kind of add a little bit more heat onto that. As wow, is that really all we have? Okay, I was about to say. But still, that's not great. not great at all. As yeah, looks like we'll be running the walk around Prefectural Gym. Yeah, that's where we're gonna be running that at. Okay, so uh, it's this is probably the main, I guess. I mean, it's got Naito and Shingo Sonata and even Juice. I think deserves to be in this main. As Sonata's gonna get the win, he's gonna beat Hammerstone there, and then Lucha Brothers, Kashi Yamato, Alex Shelley. Yeah, there's Ray Fan. He's gonna be Kashi Yamato, which I'm cool with. Might as well save at least maybe the Shelley as far as being in the deciding factor of the finish. We'll save that for another time. I'm trying to think as far as trying to think other people that are not really on that main card. I know House of Torture guys aren't really on the main card. Like Jay White and Miro, they were gonna. I think we're still gonna have them take on Hobbs and Tankman, but I think we're gonna do that at Royal Quest. So maybe have them beat a team here. As far as just kind of thinking ahead. Let's see. It's tough because there's not a whole lot of heavyweight tag teams that we have. Unfortunately. Yeah, United Rage is probably a good idea. We'll have Miro beat Kitamura. How are we doing as far as this is? Okay, we did this at the Tag League last year. I figured so. Yeah, Miro, Jay White. Nice little win. That might. No, we'll probably keep it as that. So, steal the show match. We'll go with. You know, it's tough because I think Ashino and Takuya Nomura, as far as doing like a blast off Task Force Death 6-man, makes a lot of sense. I'm just a little nervous. So I think we're gonna go with a junior 6-man as far as the Steelers show match. We'll go with the Velocities with Logan Gray taking on the. Yeah, we'll probably take on Max of Blood. Yeah, that just makes sense. Get a nice win for Flamita here over Logan Gray. Nice. As yeah, we'll go with Fredericks and Coughlin. See how they can do as far as teaming wise. I was thinking Lockhart in either Casanova or Myron Reed. I think we're gonna go with Casanova. Yeah, a little 10-minute match. We'll have Fredericks get the win though over Lockhart. I don't mind this actually, now I'm thinking about it, maybe being a technical masterclass. Because that will probably play Lockhart's strengths, somewhat of Christian Casanova's. Well, he might throw in Yai in this match and, yeah, make it a little better. Oh. Still a good little match. And then to kick off the show, Young Lion matchup. We'll go with a 6-man. So we'll go Fujita and with Yano and Yuto Nakashima. So I think we're gonna go with the Dragon Masters. But we're gonna go with Fujinami, Yui Mora. It's just, so we'll just get rid of Master Wado. And we'll throw in Narita in there too. Fujinami doing a lot of the heavy lifting in this matchup. He's gonna get the win there. Alright. Hopefully a pretty good show here. Let's run it. Oof, yep. Just wasn't enough pop there. But Yui Mora, the second best guy in the match. Don't like that Ren Narita got outperformed by Yasutaka Yano. That's not good. Yeah, that's Boy, oh boy. Double under suplex, though, for Fujinami there. 47 for Fredericks and Coughlin against Lockhart and Yehai. Good little match. Everybody did their part besides Lockhart. He takes the fall. Pretty simple. 60 here for Mexa Blood and Logan Gray. And the velocities here is Flamita with a flame over Logan Gray. But yeah, Ryu Lee 66, 57 for Flamita, 55 for ARs. Paris de Silva and Jude London, 52s and 51s, and then 35 for Logan Gray. Obviously there to take the fall. Got a little match here with Miro and Jay White against Kitsuya Kitamori and Legredo Khan as the game over from Miro there in 20 minutes. Then another tag match, which even was better, as Ray Phoenix and Pentagon Jr., Lucha Brothers, beating Alex Shelley and Kaji Tomato. As Tomato taking the Fear Factor double foot stomp. As, yeah, that's a nice little finish there. Oh, 69, yeah, that was not the right main event, but a great showing from the LIJ side. Just the Liberty United side coming up a little bit short here in the main, as Sonata pinning Hammerstone with the rounding body press. Good stuff. Good stuff, yeah. As for the LIJ side, not really for the Liberty United side. But 69, it was 68 at least. If we would have flipped it, had this be here and actually have the main be this, yeah, it just would have been a little bit better, but that's okay. No big deal. As on to day 3 we go. Alrighty, night 3, day 3 here, as we got a House of Torture, Dark Order. Assuming that's a 6-man, and then, which, that was before I had switched over as far as having, yeah, that was, we'll probably have to scrap that or change something around there, as far as, because, now, that's not going to be a match that's happening on the Autumn Attack show. But then Shibata and Takuya Nomura taking on Kenta and Shotaro Ashino, so taking 2 singles matches, throwing them into 1 match here. Makes sense as far as, and also to, Task Force Death Guys teaming up. Takuya Nomura and Shibata teaming up is a bit of a stretch, but I think it still can work out well. As, yeah, that's that kind of thing about this goddamn mod, is, it's very difficult sometimes to run venues that will fit. But luckily I added some of them at the start of this, but we'll probably, I need to, make some time to do that, to really enhance this as much as I can. Well, this will probably be the main, as Shibata and Takuya Nomura. So Takuya Nomura is going to beat Shotaro Ashino, so that's a huge win there for him, with Shotaro Ashino. A little upset. We'll keep him strong. Yeah, I don't know. Now I'm thinking about it, I don't like that the first-time team is going to beat the team that's, been established. So we're going to have Ashino beat Shibata. Yeah, there we go. I like that a little bit more. So, this match is going to have to get changed. Maybe not. Now I'm kind of looking at it, because Ishimori is beating Silver. Maybe, trying to think here. We could probably do something as far as Brody, Silver, and Evil. And then let's go with Ibushi teaming up with, let's just go Dragon Masters for now. But we'll do Fujinami and Taguchi, I guess. There we go. Makes a little bit more sense now. As, yeah, we will have John Silver get the win, though. He's going to beat Ryosuke Taguchi. Nice. Yeah, I like that a little bit more. Just as far as now thinking, who's not going to be on the main card? Well, we could do something as far as having Bushi Shingo against, we'll go with, I was thinking Juice, but we might go with Cobb. Go Cobb and Kaji Tomato. So we'll have Cobb get a win. So we'll beat Bushi there. Don't mind that. There we go. Alright. And then the Steal the Show match Go with another tag. Seems to be pretty on brand. Would love to have something with Kingston. As far as Kingston... Yeah, I guess we'll go with Umino. Taking on Zach. And we'll go with Gavin McGavin here. As we'll have it be a technical masterclass. We'll have Gavin McGavin actually get a win. He'll beat Shota Umino. There we go. So there's the technical masterclass. So as far as... Yeah, Oiwa's now healthy, so we'll have Fujita and Oiwa take on the team of... Yeah, we'll go Harada. Yeah, we'll go Harada Nishi here. Harada getting the win. Nice. A lot of tags. So we might go with like a 6-man for the Steal of the Show match. Yeah, let's throw Suzuki-gun out there. Let's go Suzuki, Davey Boy, and we'll go Despy. Yeah, and then we'll do White, Miro, Ishimori. I like it. 12 minutes, and Ishimori can beat Despy, and all is well. Nice. Alrighty. Let's run the show. 65 for the opener. Zach Sabre Jr. doing a really good job here in the technical masterclass setting. Gavin McGavin getting the win in 16:06 for Shota Umino. 54 for Oiwa and Fujita against Tomohiro Ishii and Tomoya Harada, which Harada was really off his game. You can tell there, but Harada gets the win at 9:43. So 72 for House of Torture against Suzuki-gun as Ishimori getting the win there. As yeah, I mean, Jay White with a 75, 72 for Miro. Yeah, just Suzuki-gun. Definitely on their last leg, for sure. Yeah, 72 here for Cobb and Tomato against Bushi and Shingo, as Cobb getting on with the Tour of the Islands. 20 minutes over Bushi there. We're trying with Jeff Cobb. We're not giving up hope yet. So 74, though, for this 6-man of Ibushi with Taguchi and Fujinami against Brody, Evil, and John Silver, as Taguchi taking the Enziguri in 1940. Good little match. It's not bad at all. Not bad at all. And 81 for our main event as Shotaro Ashino and Kenta beating Takuya Nomura and Katsuyori Shibata. Shotaro Ashino with T-Bone there over Katsuyori Shibata in 20 minutes. Good stuff. Nice show. That was a really good show. Alrighty. On to day 4 we go. Alrighty, day 4. And so we have a singles match. Very rare that we get to do this, but felt like AJ, if he's going to get a title match, he needs to get a singles win. And he's going to beat Ishii there in the main, but so Doji Kojima passing on tips on microphone work to Hayato Tamura. Good stuff there. So AJ, Ishii going to be the main, as AJ's obviously going to get the win there with the Styles Clash, and then Blast Off versus United Empire. 6th man here, Jason Lee, Takuya Nomura, Fuminori Abe, as Takuya Nomura getting another big win. This is going to be Josh Alexander here, which, yeah, I mean, we're in a unique spot as far as, I think, actually. Nah, we'll probably keep it as that. I don't know why I keep on hitting that accidentally, but there we go. I was thinking about having, like, Jason Lee or Abe beat either Makabe or Gresham, but that's fine. Works out. Works out still. So I was thinking, as far as Rocky, Shoyo, so Ravungi 3K. Shoyo. As still a show match here, so we'll go with Caristico. Then the Golden Dragons. $13 here, as Caristico gonna beat... Yeah, well, just beat Rocky. Not a great day for Chaos as far as a couple of big time losses. Go with a tag as far as the next match. We'll go with. Just trying to think as far as some other stuff here. As far as. Yeah, I think we're going to get another one to Sugiura. So I have him Takeda. Yeah, we'll just go with David Boy and Suzuki here. David Boy gonna take the fall. I'm trying to think if this should be a technical masterclass or not, because obviously Sugiura is going to be out of his wellhouse, but Takeda should do. Oh, no, he's still not going to be all that great. Now we'll just have it be a normal little undercard match, but Sugiura going to get the win. Let's see here. We do have, as far as maybe a technical masterclass, as far as Shelton Benjamin and Yehai taken on. As far as. Yeah, Kojima's always a good shout. We might go Kojima and either a Young Lion or. Might even go Tenkoji and just full on. I don't hate that. Yehai gonna beat Tenzan. Big win for Fred Yehai. That's okay, Danielson. That's okay. As, yeah, then that will, lead to... Trying to think what else we could do here. So Hammerstone has, he could use a win here, maybe. Could even go with Tai Chi and Kanemaru. Kind of a throwback as far as, then they'll lose to, yeah, we'll go with Fredericks. Yeah, we'll go Fredericks and... I can even go with Connors and Coughlin, too. Don't hate that, but we'll go with Fredericks and Connors. Frederick's going to get the win here, as he's going to beat Kanemaru. Good stuff there. So, an interesting little card, as far as how we're going to get there, but, I think it should still be a pretty good show. Hopefully. Speaking. Yeah, we'll run the Hiroshima Sun Plaza here for this show. Alrighty. So 54 for the opener. Shelton Benjamin, Fred Yehai beating Tenkoji. Good little win for the Foundation. So 56 for Fredericks and Connors against Kanemaru and Tai Chi. At least Tai Chi's in the 50s still, but we just got nothing for him now. Fortunately, he's been surpassed. Fredericks getting the win there with a submission. We need to get his finishers in the mod as Minoru Suzuki and David Boy Smith Jr. beating Sugiura and Takeda. Or losing to Toru Sugiura and Masashi Takeda. Sugiura with the win here. Another guy we need to add finishers-wise. But David Boy Smith Jr. was the best guy in the match. So shout out him, but he takes the loss here and Sugiura gets the win. So 73 for Kiristiko with the Golden Dragons taking on Roppongi 3K. As Kiristiko with the La Mistica in 10-22. Sendaiora and Samurai del Sol outperform Sho and Yo, and then obviously Kiristiko. I mean, Samurai del Sol outperformed Rocky, but also, I mean, Kiristiko just head and shoulders above everybody else. 77 here for the 6-man of Blast Off in United Empire. It's Takuya Nomura with the Tarantula win over Josh Alexander. It's Makabe with a 78. 68 for Gresham, 67 for Abe, 65 for Jason Lee, and 61 for Takuya Nomura, and then a 57 for Josh Alexander being the worst guy in the match. AJ Styles with the Super Styles Clash, Jesus Christ, as I don't think he would be hitting that on a tour show here. Probably just a regular Styles Clash, or even just a phenomenal forearm, even. Probably just a phenomenal forearm. Don't need anyone, taking a Styles Clash here. So he gets the win, though, in 22-49. And, yeah, I mean, great win for for AJ there. And nice little performance there. Yeah, not a bad little show. On to day 5 we go. Alrighty, day 5, as we got some more backstage instances. Again, Satoshi Kojima passing on microphone work to Hayao Tamura, and probably the same thing here, yep. Milan Collection AT passing on microphone work to Yasutaka Yano. So, interesting main event here, as we're going to have AJ and Tanahashi team up against Okada and Shinsuke, and there's so many different levels to this. Obviously, the heavyweight champ and their Continental champion teaming up, but we have the former leader of Chaos teaming up with the current leader of Chaos. We also have, AJ, his last match, of course, against Shinsuke's last, big program in New Japan, being Shinsuke. So you have that as well. Obviously, you have Tanahashi and Okada, that anytime those two are together, they are linked through an amazing rivalry. So just a lot of different aspects. I think it's a hell of a tag match. People, I don't know where we're going to run this show at, but the people that are coming to this show, they're going to get quite the treat in that main event. As I think we're going to run the Dream. Yeah, actually, yeah, we'll probably run the Akita Gate Arena. So, yeah, obviously that's the main. It's no problem. It's going to be a 30-minute time limit draw. No one's going to lose in this match. Okada's like, hey, I should probably be beating somebody in this match. Don't think that's going to be the case. But we'll keep you strong, though. Might as well, right? Might as well try to keep him happy. And then the 6th man, so we got Liberty United, United Empire. Feel like they could use some wins as far as Liberty United going into the title match with LIJ, so that's why they're going to get the win here. But Juice is going to beat Katsuya Kitamura there. Fun little match. As, trying to think what we can do as far as maybe like have a junior tag match with we'll go with Moriarty and Gavin McGavin. We might even go, let's see here, let's just kind of see what an 8-man can do. If we go with yeah, we'll just throw the astronauts over here, but it's going to be Jason Lee and Abe. And yeah, so we'll basically combine what's, so we'll have the champions, so we'll have Shelly, and we'll go with Kachi D'Amato. Yeah, we'll have them be on this side, Alex Shelley, Kachi D'Amato, and then we'll have, so the junior team, the junior tag champs, and Daniel Makabe, and of course Gresham, and then Lucha Brothers, Ray Fenix and Pentagon Jr. What a match! This is crazy. We got 4 different stables coming together as one, as far as, or as 2, as to build up to this match. Kaiji D'Amato will probably be taking the fall. Yeah, actually, I don't know. Kind of think Pentagon Jr. could lose here also. Don't hate that. As far as maybe Shelly beating him. Yeah. I like that. But yeah, this is going to be a steel show match. Hell of a steel show match, too, by the way. I mean, it's going to be really good. So go tag here as, we'll go with Brody and Jay White here. As, we'll go Evil and, yeah, we'll go Evil and Hobbs. Change it up a little bit. Since Hobbs, lost to, obviously, Jay White. New Japan Strong Openweight title. As, really want to give Brody King a win here, but I just don't think it's going to be in the cards for him here. So I think we'll have Evil get the win there over Brody King, and then so we'll have our Technical Masterclass match. Yeah, we'll probably go with Shelton and King Mo, if we're going to be honest here. As, I'm trying to think of the heavyweight team we could use for this to work. Might even go United Empire. Don't hate that, as far as having Josh and Jarvis. The Canadians. So yeah, we'll have Josh Alexander beat King Mo. It's a good little match. I really like this card. There's a lot of good stuff on this. As we'll probably just do a singles match for this Young Lion matchup. As we'll have, yeah, we'll go with the Azutaka. Yeah, it's trying to think who would be the perfect guy for. I mean, Suzuki's always a good bet for beating up a Young Lion. He never turned that opportunity down, so I guess we'll go with that. We might even go Satoshi Kojima here. I don't hate that as well. Go with the 10-minute matchup. Kojima gonna get the win there, and yeah, I mean, I think it's a pretty good card for a tour show, especially. Let's run it. 61 for the opener. Josh Alexander, Corey Jarvis. Jarvis does. It sucks. I had really high hopes for Corey Jarvis. I like the potential there with him, but just has not delivered in really any capacity as far as in his success. And you know they probably was upset here. As yeah, I mean that's still a good little match though. I think for the opener it's a 61. Oh, a 46 here for Kojima. And Yasutaka Yano is Koji Cutter for Kojima in 957. 71 for Will Hobbs and Evil against Jay White and Brody King. It's Evil pinning Brody King with Everything is Evil in 1947. Is Jay White really off his game, though? That sucks. Still outperformed Evil, but Hobbs being the best guy in that match. Shout out Will Hobbs. One half of the tag champs. Of course, a 74 here for this big-ass 8-man. Shelley tapping down Pentagon Jr., the Border City stretch. But, yeah, we got a lot of good people in this match. Really Kaji D'Amato getting carried. Everybody else delivering in a big way. Shelley was the best guy in the match. It's awesome. Way to go, Alex Shelley. Junior champ delivering in a big way. 82 for the Liberty United Empire matchup is Juice pinning Katsuya Kitamura with Pulp Friction in 1936. As a 81 for the draw, as yeah, the Shinsuke Okada team was definitely the better team of the two, but I love the match though. I love the premise of that, and yeah, I think that's the best way to go about that. As yeah, that will do it for day 5. On to day 6 we go. Alrighty, day 6. Man, some more backstage. This is gonna be okay. Sunday they are at least. This Raffle Wrestlers Court accused of not joining the rest of the locker room for a night out. As a judge, Hiroshi Tanahashi found him guilty and sentenced to buy drinks after the show. What a scumbag. Sunday are is alright. So yeah, and again passing on microphone work to Yasutaku Yano. Oh, yeah, the double count out finish. Boy, that was bad. But for this one, so we have AJ Styles and the Young Bucks taking on a Dark Order 6-man team. I'm assuming that's going to be Brody and the Bucks there. Really not sure. And then, what a match this is, though, as Ashina and Phoenix taking on Taku Nomura and Alex Shelley. Again, kind of the same philosophy of putting 2 matches together into one match. So, with us running the National Stadium, I don't want to run a Kanto show, actually, for any of these tour shows. So, we'll keep going to something else. Yeah, we'll run this convention center. So, I mean, this honestly could go either way as far as what the main should be. My heart's saying this should probably be it. But, I don't know, at the same time, it could really go either way here. But Hobbs is going to beat Matt Jackson, so that's a big win for Will Hobbs there. And then Ashino and Phoenix. Yeah, I don't like that at all. Again, I want the Task Force Death team to get the win here, so we're going to have Ashino beat Shelley. Yeah, I like that a little bit more. Nice. Nice. Yeah, we'll, kind of in the same breath here, is kind of combining Liberty United and Blast Off here. So we'll have Lee and Fuminori Abe team up with Hammerstone to take on the team of, we'll just go with the United Empire, actually. So we'll probably go Alexander, Josh, and then Makabe and Gresham. I don't know why I have Daniel Garcia on the mind. This is a fun little... This could actually be the Steal the Show match, for being honest. But, yeah, we'll have The junior tag champs lose here, as we'll have Jason Lee beat Gresham. Really hoping that if anyone's going to get hurt in this match, it's going to be Alexander / Hammerstone. So we'll go with a tag now. Yeah, so I'm just thinking young lions here as far as for Yasutaka and Yuto Nakashima. Narita could really use a win here. He needs a lot of work. I know that for sure. As, yeah, I mean, I don't want to go with Suzuki-gun here. Let's go Dante and, Hayato Jr. Fujita. As, we'll have Dante get a win. Coo. And, yeah, we'll go for the technical masterclass. Let's go United Rage, and then, trying to think what tag team they should face. Yeah, we'll go Shelton and King Mo. I don't hate that. Don't hate it, as we'll have Okan beat King Mo. Nice. Yeah, then we'll probably go with another tag. So I think we'll go with the other young lions. So we'll have Fujita, Oiwa. So I don't think Francesco... Yeah, he's over enough. So yeah, we'll just have Francesco and the Eagles beat him. Yeah, let Francesco get a win, and that is day 6 in the bag. Oh, nope, we had it right the first time. There we go. Alright. And we already picked the venue, yeah? Yeah, okay, we're good to go. Run the show. 66 for the opener. As the great Okan and Katsuya Kitamura doing pretty well here. As Okan with the big lariat over King Mo in 16 minutes. Nice little win. It's a 52 for Eagles and Francesco against Oiwa and Fujita. As Francesco with a Cure Soul in 9:38. There's a 53 for Dante Martin and Hayato Jr. Fujita against Yuto Nakashima and Yasutaka Yano. As Dante Martin pinning Yuto Nakashima there in 10:20. Good little performances there. It's 74 for the Blast-Off team with Alexander Emerson taking on United Empire, which should have went with the United Empire getting the win here, but went against by better judgment. As I should have had Hammerstone just take the loss to Josh Alexander, moved on, but it is what it is. Sunset Flip Powerbomb, though, for Jason Lee over Jonathan Gresham. It's an 82 for the 6-man of AJ and the Bucks against Dark Order. A lot of good stuff here. A lot of good performances. Wild to think AJ's the worst guy in this match as far as in-ring performance-wise. Did not expect that. As Hobbs pinning Matt Jackson with the Order of Business in 2026. And then a 79. Which, it's crazy that both these guys have excellent chemistry as far as these two teams. As Ashino and Phoenix beating Shelly and Takuya Nomura as Shotaro Ashino were at the reverse cross arm breaker in 1954. So yeah, I mean, should have went with my gut. Should have went with that 6-man. That's alright though. It's a fun little show though. Glad they take that. So we just have days 7 and 8 left, and then the final show will be the 9th day. So we're coming up on the end of the tour. So far, everything's gone pretty well, I'd say. And hopefully we keep it growing here. Just fingers crossed nobody gets hurt. Alrighty, day 7, that's just one backstage incident. It's usually got passing on psychology tips to the great Okan. Hell yeah. So we got Tomato Juice versus Naito and Hiromu. Little building of Liberty United and LIJ, the Never Over My 6-man. Also, huge main event. Tanahashi, Ibushi, Nakamura. So we have Tanahashi and Nakamura teaming up as far as, going into before, one of their title matches. As far as I don't know why that that just made no goddamn sense. Of course, it's just the title match, not one of their title matches. As yeah, we'll run there. But yeah, obviously, Golden Ace plus Nakamura and basically the Lion Mark team, and yeah, Brody with Dark Order as far as the rest of Dark Order. But Tankman's going to lose to Kota Ibushi there. So one of the tag champs fallen by the wayside. Unfortunately, there in the run was going to be Kaji Yamato in the co-main. Trying to think what else we can do here on this show. Yeah, probably Mix of Blood. That's never a bad option. Mayhoras and Flamita. Yeah, we'll go with the Velocities. A little junior tag match. Flamita getting the win. Nice little steal the show match. Get that out of the way. As, yeah, it's a Fujita and Oiwa have singles matches. As a Fujita against Toru Yano. So we're going to just make it 5 minutes. Yano going to get the win. And then we'll have it be Goto for the other one. Goto's a little bit on the chilly side. So Goto and is Oiwa. Goto gonna get the win, obviously. So then we'll have the Technical Masterclass match. That was quick. That was not even 3 minutes. As far as it's fucking speed round. We'll go with Bushi and Shingo against Super Arm Destroyers. Bushi gonna take the fall, unfortunately, here. Alright. There we go. Let's run the show. So 70 for the opener, thanks to Shingo. As Toinori getting on the Spine Buster, spinning Spine Buster to be exact. Jeff Cobb doing pretty well there, 61. Helped them out a little bit, being a Technical Masterclass match. 52 for Goto and Oiwa. It's Goto with the GTR and 10-14. Yano gonna get the win, as what a shitty little match that was. God damn. Not enough popularity there for Yano. That's unfortunate. Oh my god, as Reyes breaks his leg in the tag match here. That also didn't have enough pop. Fucking Christ, though. That sucks. Broken leg, no bueno there. That sucks. 81 now for Tomato Juice against Naito and Hiromu, which they're a great little team. And the time bomb for Hiromu over Kaji Yamato in 1941. Good little performance there, and you love to see it. And 74, Tanahashi has a swollen calf, so that's going to affect the Intercontinental title match. God damn it. At least he still did an 81, but you hate to see an injury still. But Kota Ibushi with the Phoenix Splash in 20 minutes for Calvin Tankman. Good match, though, besides the injury. And as Will Hobbs got it. Thanks, Will Hobbs. But 73 was not bad. I mean, this sucked. The whole middle part of the card died. A terrible death, but then we got it back up for the co-main at least. Now on to the final tour show, day 8. Hopefully nobody else gets hurt. Alrighty, our last tour show, day 8 here, as we have just a fun little, kind of elevated out of, a Young Lion phase, Fujinami and Tanahashi. Obviously, that team has done pretty well for themselves as far as they have chemistry and whatnot, but then they're going to take on Shinsuke Nakamura and Yui Uemura, which I love that team on paper. We'll see how that goes, and then we're going to have Doring and Kingston take on Zack Sabre Jr. and Josh Alexander. Those 4 men are not on the card on the Autumn Attack show that's happening in the National Stadium, so felt like it's now, as far as this last day here, we also have Satoshi Kojima passing on tips on microphone work to Hayato Tamura, that it's probably for the best here to book guys that are not going to be on that final show, just in case somebody gets hurt. We already have, someone hurt in Tanahashi, so I don't really mind booking these two against these two teams here. But Fujinami is going to beat Yui Mora there. And then Doring and Kingston are going to lose thanks to some miscommunication. Doring and Kingston on the same page. Kingston very, as far as blockheaded, well, one might say, just very much set in his way, and it's his way or the highway, and him and Doring kind of get into it. A bit of a bickering contest, and they have to get separated by Shota Umino and basically the other half of maybe have the rest of have the Lucha Brothers come out, Pac come out, have a bit of a Task Force death kind of like have to pull them apart. As it sucks about Ray Horse's injury. But we will have Ryu Lee and Flamita team up. As they will take on the team of Fred Yehai and Myron Reed. Hopefully this is a good little match, but this should be fun. If Flamita get another win, we're trying to build them up. We're trying to get Flamita back on the right track here as far as momentum-wise. Hopefully that works out. And then we'll have Satoshi Kojima and Hayato Tamura team up here. You might be wondering, what the hell is that? As far as this little picture here. We'll get into that. You could probably read the... I mean, it's kind of hard text to read from here. Anyways, but... you might see that logo and be like, hey, that looks familiar. As, we'll go with... Yeah, we'll go Jarvis and, I'm trying to think what other heavyweight. I guess we'll go, Katsuya Kitamura. Because we'll have Tamura beat, Jarvis here. Yeah, we'll have this be the, Techno Masterclass. I'm thinking about it. Eye candy match. Jesus Christ, there we go. So I was trying to click off of that the longest time. Alright. So since we did singles matches for Fujita and Oiwa, I think we're going to go the other way with this now, and that would be for Yasutaka Yano and Yuto Nakashima. And Clark Connors is always a good shout. See what else we can... It's yeah, Kaji Namato, not a bad option. You could use a win. Nice little win there for Kaji D'Amato, and then for the other one, we will go with... I'm trying to think we should go with another junior guy. I hate that. Give it to like Yo or Show. Show doesn't have a pop is the problem. Rocky's pop's good. Eagles pop's good. Just kind of going through the line here. Yeah, I mean, Tora Sugiura is still... He's still cold, so have him have a match. Alrighty. And that's the final tour show here. Yeah, it'd probably be better, so we'll bump that up. Make sure we're not in Kanto. Almost ran. Yeah, that would have been bad. Yeah, back to Chubu we go. So we ran the Toyoshi Gymnasium, so we'll go back to the Nagoya Congress Center for this final tour show. Santa Empire. Losing to Satoshi Kojima and Hayato Tamura, as Hayato Tamura getting the win with a 63. Best guy in the match. Shout out to Hayato Tamura. Don't know why he doesn't use his finishers. Kaji D'Amato and Yasutaka Yano have great chemistry. Big bucket of win there. Red Eye for Kaji D'Amato in 10:05. And then enough pop here for Sugiura and Yuto Nakashima. Tora Sugiura getting the win 9:53. 64 for Ryu Lee and Flamita over Myron Reed and Fred Yehai. Flamita with a 450 over Myron Reed. Fun little match. And 80 for Doring and Kingston. losing to Zack Sabre Jr. and Josh Alexander. He gets caught in the European clutch and gets pinned. Turns into the whole thing between the two. So 73, as yet, the injury taking a big toll on Hiroshi Tanahashi. That is unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, that sucks. Absolutely sucks. But Nakamura is going to do a lot of the heavy lifting, I think, in their matchup. I thought they had excellent chemistry, Tanahashi and Fujinami. I guess not. Oh well, that was still a good match, as Fujinami gets the win with double underhook over Uemura. And we'll take it. Alright, on to the Autumn Attack in National Stadium show. This should be an absolute banger, even though the co-main now is going to be affected negatively now, unfortunately, thanks to an injury. But we must push forward, must move on, and it still should be a good match because of Nakamura, but not going to be as great as it was going to be, unfortunately. But yeah, that's all right. It happens. Alrighty, as they already got us in. Oh well, that's the wrong National Stadium, but that's all right. A for effort, as the National Stadium in Ireland. That's great. As it's the Japan National Stadium. We'll be close to a sellout. We'll be about 10,000 shy. Unfortunate. But that's a lot of fucking people. A lot of people. Now, I don't know what's going on with TEW. Oh god. Everything's crashing. There we go. That was wild. Because really nothing's planned, so I don't know why it was all going to shit. But we have to, backstage incident. Riley, as he's brought forward his court, accused being an hour late to pick up his assigned travel partner. As the judge, Hiroshi Tanahashi, found him guilty and sentenced him to pay for his travel partner's meals for the next 2 shows. Nice. So yeah, last year, Kenta Nishina was the main. How the tables have turned. As Roman Doring for the Intercontinental title, and Brody and Miro for the Never Openweight title. And Lucha Brothers against Makabe and Gresham. Well, Makabe and Gresham have a better fate here. And it's crazy the Young Bucks, they weren't on the card, and now they're going to be battling out for the tag team titles. As, so yeah, obviously main event. Hey, it's right at the top. AJ Styles. Kazuchika Okada. As Okada will retain, and that will be his first defense. What a match, though, as, let that be Red Shoes there. Then Tanahashi Nakamura. Nakamura's going to retain here, so that's going to be his, I want to say, 5th defense? 3rd defense. A little ahead of myself. But it's been the most since Hiromu's almost year-long reign. So that's going 33 minutes. Probably should have dropped that down a little bit now that the injury's going on. Then Ray Phoenix, Alex Shelley for the Junior Heavyweight title. Ray Phoenix is going to beat Alex Shelley and become the new IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. What a win. First time for Ray Phoenix gets the big one. Awesome. Awesome stuff there. Then the Nakamura, Shotaro Ashino for the G1 briefcase. And Shino's going to retain. Well, I guess retain. And I guess successfully keep it. So Shino getting the win. Good stuff there. Kota Ibushi versus Brody Lee for the U.S. title. So Brody's going to retain afterwards. Let's go ahead and add this angle now. The Bryan Danielson is going to come out and challenge Brody to a U.S. title match. And he's after Brody accepts from behind. He gets attacked by Ayato Tamura. And Daniel Garcia, as the Dragon's Den, is the group name. Bryan Danielson's got his own stable now. Bryan challenges. Title match. Oh, I guess, let's go. There we go. As, we'll have Ayato Tamura. We'll have that be based off minutes, and Daniel Garcia won't be rated at all. But, then they get ran off by, like, Evil, Taurus, and, and Silver Reynolds. But, yeah, that's a, nice impact statement for the Dragon's Den. As, so there's that match. Then the Bucks taking on Order of Destruction. Not Jay White and Miro. Yeah, that's what would have been. It's going to be the Bucks. There we go. But the Bucks will lose, as Hobbs is going to get the win here over Nick Jackson. So they've had a couple of matches back and forth. First time Disciples of Darkness beat him during the tag league. They also beat him last year during the tag league. They did beat him as far as this year earlier, wrestling Dutaku back in May. But yeah, I think this was the right decision now, giving the win to the Order of Destruction. Nick a little unhappy, that's okay. Then Jason Lee and Fuminori Abe taking on Daniel Makabe, Daniel Garcia. Actually, we skipped over the Kenta Shibata match, but we got a new Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champion, as the debuting Shun Skywalker is going to appear after interference from Gavin McGavin to even the fray for Blast Off, and Blast Off have a new member, and they are the new Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, as Jason Lee. We'll probably have it be Jason Lee, we'll probably have it be Abe. So he's going to be Gresham. Short reign for Makabe and Gresham. I think not even a month. Yeah, just almost a month. A month in TEW terms, but this is the first. It's crazy. They were also, when they were their second reign, they had 0 successful defenses when they were champs then. So it's pretty wild how that works out. As yeah, new champs there for Blast Off, then Kenta and Shibata. Kenta, the new Never Openweight champion, he's going to beat Shibata, and that should be a banger of a matchup, though. Giving him 20 and letting him run all over the place. But there's also an angle, I completely forgot about this. Glad I did, as Zack Sabre Jr. is going to come out and tell Shinsuke Nakamura that his title match is coming at Royal Quest, and he is going to win that Intercontinental title in front of his home fans, and he's going to be the first English champion, as far as the first English Intercontinental champion. I believe that's correct. I'll just double check that real quick. Yeah, that is correct. Cool. All right. But yeah, and so there is that match set for Royal Quest. Which, spoiler alert, that's going to be the main event. So, that is the main. So that should be fine, and then we're going to do Jay White and Miro at Royal Quest as well. So there is that. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and change the time, since we already know we'll need a little bit more. I'll bump it up to... there's only 2 more matches left, so we'll go 3:30 and see what it looks like. As, yeah, then Liberty United... LIJ for the Never Openweight 6-man tag team titles, as they are going to become the new Never Openweight 6-man tag team champs. So LIJ, they've had the belts for, over a month. Had 1 defense. We really didn't give them a lot of chances to defend their belts successfully, but I think the 1 defense was against Blastoff. Yeah, that was at Wrestle Dynasty. So, I mean, those belts are not the most prestigious things in the world, but, as far as we try to give it, a nice rotating door. It's been a while since they were the Never Openweight 6-man tag champs, as, they lost the belts back in August. I want to say that had to be an injury, as far as I thought, at least. They had to vacate the belts due to injury, but I think that's not true. Either way, though, nice run for Juice and the Super Iron Destroyers, and then to open up the show, Task Force Death, United Empire, Big Ass 10-man, Lee Moriarty's going to beat Shota Umino. And, some more kind of, as far as having, both Doring and Kingston get into it again and have to get another pull apart. So we'll bump that down even more. Yeah, we'll go 24. So, yeah, so I think we're good. That's wild. We're good to go as far as from that perspective. It's a lot of segments, a lot of matches to not have any type of issues. Let's see what we got as far as singles-wise. There's a lot of people not on this card. Jay White's not on the card. Hiromu's not on the card. Danielson, of course, but, he shows up. But we'll have them I kind of want to see what him and Hayao Tamura can do, or maybe him and Garcia can do as a team. We'll go with Garcia. So we did have them have a 6-man match on Strong, but this would just be fun to see what they could do. Yeah, we'll go with Benjamin and Yai. Yeah, I'll give him 18 as Danielson's going to beat Yai. Yeah, this definitely would not be aired on New Japan Strong, or not on New Japan World. The Dragons did. Their debut. So Hiromu and Sonata are not on the card, I believe. Yeah. Might have them do something as far as tag-wise. Let's see what we get here as far as... Wouldn't hate a Caristico match. As far as Caristico and Samurai del Sol. I don't know, we should probably go for more like heavyweight guys instead. It's either going to be the Kek Pitbulls or like... Yeah, there's really not a whole lot of options. Or Jay White and Miro. Yeah, I think we're going to go with Samurai del Sol and Caristico. Don't hate it. 18 minutes. Yeah, we'll have Hiromu beat Samurai del Sol, and there we go. Hopefully that is the show. Yeah, Brian's giving too much as a road agent. Just right at the tail end, as we'll give it to Tanahashi. See if that fixed it. Yep. Alright. Let's run the National Stadium Autumn Attack show. 87 is Hiromu and Sonata beating Caristico and Samurai del Sol. Oh, that's a very good pre-show match. Caristico with a 90. That's nuts. 77 for Danielson and Daniel Garcia against Yai and Shelton Benjamin. Give me that jumping knee drop. I hate that shit. Danielson getting the win. It's an 80 here for the opener. The big-ass 10-man tag is United Empire standing tall over Task Force of Death. It's Moriarty tapping out Shota Umino there. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, Zack Sabre Jr. with a 92, and everybody else was basically the mid-60s, and Pac was an 85, and Shota Umino with a 33. Doring with a 50 is, obviously that's because his Technical Masterclass match, he'd probably been a little bit better, but got the show off to a strong start. Shingo now with chronic upper back pain as the new champs, Liberty United, beating the LIJ team. And are the new Neverweight 6-man tag team champions. Cobb beating Bushi there with the Tour of the Islands. Nice little win there. Just chronic upper back pain for Shingo as Jason Lee, Fuminori Abe, beating Gresham and Makabe after the interference from Gavin McGavin. So the run-in from Shun Skywalker, the debuting Shun Skywalker. Blast off. Add an extra member. They're looking for, as far as a big win tonight with Takuna Nomura against Shotaro Ashino, but obviously we know what happens. It's an 83 for Kenta over Shibata. It's Kenta will go to sleep over Katsuyori Shibata in 20 minutes. Nice little match there. 85 for the Young Bucks and the Order of Destruction. Yep. It probably should have went to the Bucks there. It's Nick with an 87, but a great win, though, for Tankman and Hobbs. Doomsday Plunge for Will Hobbs in 25 minutes, and that's their first defense. The angle, which was in the wrong spot. Love that. But the match itself is a 90. Shout out Brody Lee, and making that his third defense. Gets him with the running big boot. Hell of a match. See what's, there we go. As an 85 for Takuna Nomura and Shotaro Ashino. It's Ashino, T-Bone, 22-34. Great win there for Ashino. And, yeah, 93. Can't really beat that. Cannot beat that. I love the other angle. Okay, so at least it's not in a terrible spot, but Ray Phoenix being really off his game when he beats Alex Shelley here. Tough break for Alex Shelley, but Ray Phoenix winning the big one, getting the one with the Meteora in 25 minutes, and all around I think that was the right decision. Because I think Ray Phoenix, obviously, super fucking talented. 95 still for Shinsuke Nakamura and Hiroshi Tanahashi. So Nakamura making his third defense with the Bumaye over Tanahashi. I would love if he could somehow hit that Bumaye, hit the Bumaye, rather, if he could hit that Bumaye while Tanahashi doing a high fly flow midair. Be pretty sick. That would be pretty much impossible to do, I would say. You'd have to have some impeccable timing. Of course, Zack Sabre Jr. is challenging, or not even challenging, telling him that his title match is coming at Royal Quest. He already talked to the big man as about trying to make that match happen, and it's official. In the main event, Kazuchika Okada beating AJ Styles with a Rainmaker in 32-41, as that's his first defense, rather easy for me to say. And yeah, all around, I'd say a hell of a night. They had a couple of great matches. The pre-show match was an 87, but most of the title matches would have been in the light blue. I'm surprised, honestly, the Kenta Shibata one wasn't, but obviously I think even the Rey Fenix and Shelley one would have been if Rey Fenix was on his A game. But other than that, I'm very pleased with the card. Yeah, the Never Boy 6-man tag team title matchup, it was all right. I think, just Liberty United, they're needing something. They need some great momentum after losing junior titles. It just felt like Never Boy 6-man tag team belts are the perfect option for that. But yeah, I think all around, Task Force Death looking up though. Ashino looking to get the heavyweight title. Fenix has the junior belt. And also with now Kenta's got the Never Boy title. It's looking up though. But thank you all for watching. As what a fucking show this was though. Even with the injury, Shinsuke Nakamura still carrying that match to be the best match on the card. So this is very much New Japan of old, about with having those guys deliver in a big way, like having a main and co-main being AJ and Okada and Nakamura and Tanahashi. Like it's very much mid 2000s or mid 2010s New Japan for sure. As we'll put over Shelley. Give him a hug. Hell of a run as junior champ. But that will do it for this episode. Thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you guys for Royal Quest. You know what the main event's going to be, and Zack Sabre Jr. and Shinsuke Nakamura, and also going to see Jay White and Miro take on the Order of Destruction, and I'm sure so much more. Take care, everyone.